it. Dacha Sava Thurber. Nope. We have a live studio audience.
14 seconds. Woo!
We're starting.
8 seconds. 6 seconds. Executive decision. Here we go. Welcome back. Woo! Welcome back to the Bunny. Start with the Dacha first time. Welcome to the first time. Welcome back. Wow, that's huge. Good to be back. April
Fool's
3rd.
Day was 2 days ago.
Yeah. So, that's exciting. We're super glad to be back. Glad you're joining us.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I think we should just jump right in with our episode's riddle.
Oh,
So,
the riddle.
Here's how it works. In case this is your first time, Sava's about to hit you with a riddle question. This one was a request from our great fan, Kay. She has presented us with this mind-boggling question, which Sava will relay shortly. And then, over the course of this episode, if you think you know the answer, put it in the comments if you're watching over YouTube, or DM it to Sava if you're watching over Instagram. And if by the end of this episode you've gotten a correct answer, or you've given us any answer, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
And if you get it correct, we get a song rank.
little something.
Yeah. So, without
The riddle.
further ado,
Yeah, thank you. The riddle is: in Texas, what is it illegal to put on a cow?
So, for clarification, there is a state called Texas, and
Oh, okay.
in aforementioned state, there is something which is illegal to put on a cow.
Wait, what's a cow? Yeah.
Great question. I don't know. So, what is illegal to put on a cow in Texas? Let us know. Now
Now we'll play our first little
we'll
song.
play our first selection. We got lots of themes for the show today.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of exciting things going on, which we will discuss. The first is that now it's spring, which is huge.
No. Puxatawny.
Sorry if you're in the
Bill.
southern hemisphere and now it's fall.
Boo.
You're halfway back to spring.
Exactly.
So, here we go. There's no more iconic spring piece than Spring
By
Vivaldi.
Vivaldi.
Yes, or as he would have called it, La Primavera.
Oh.
Huge
Huge Italian guy
vocab.
right here.
Here we go. So this is from one of the four seasons. Vivaldi wrote 4 violin concerti, one for each season.
Correlate nicely to all 4 seasons.
That's
actually.
right.
Yeah.
And this is spring. So listen for things that might sound like birds chirping, or springtime sounds, world coming back to life, green things growing.
Yeah. Vivaldi kind of neglected all like the mud and the slush that you get from
That didn't make it.
yeah.
That was the you can catch that in the director's cut, but these are
The
the main
happier side.
the
to it.
main themes from spring.
You got it.
Here we go. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So happy spring.
The animals are awakening.
They're
churning.
Oh, there. Speaking of that. Wow, that's an excited audience. I've ever heard one. Speaking of animals awakening,
Dacha woke up this morning. Good for him. He got all the way from the upstairs to the downstairs.
No. It's come to our attention from the wonderful reporters at WMUR, which is our local news station, that there has been a recent uptick, a surge, if you will, in Google searches for do rabbits lay eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Monthly, there have been between 1,000 and 10,000 Google searches for do rabbits lay eggs. Now, I do believe that this has something to do with the upcoming holiday.
Uh-huh.
The Easter holiday.
The
according,
Easter holiday.
According to the new calendar.
The Western calendar.
So this is frightening.
Celebrate Easter on the Western calendar.
Rabbits don't lay eggs. They're mammals. However, this has happened. They are associated with Easter. They don't know why. Well, I kind of know why. Because it's like Easter, celebration of spring. There's some Greek mythology mixed in there. Somewhere you get this rabbit association where the eggs come in. No idea. So pretty much I might be searching that as well. It might be 10,001 monthly Google searches.
You know the one mammal that does lay eggs?
The platypus. Ha! I gotcha.
You know the other mammal that lays eggs?
The echidna.
You know the third animal that lays eggs?
No, I don't know.
Sometimes Dacha gets very scared.
I'm not a mammal. I don't get it. Okay, so. Wow, that was exciting.
Yeah,
that was exciting. So, it's Easter, and we thought, well,
not Easter yet.
We gotta. Okay, yeah, that's true. Well, in some parts of the world, it is Easter. Happy Easter.
Not here though.
If it's like 1 a.m. on Easter, that's exciting. So, so we thought, why don't we play some Easter music? So we're going to be playing Handel's Messiah. We will.
Right, because this is Easter music.
Yeah, well, it's
the Easter carols,
sort of Jesus music. So we'll see you at midnight, where we'll start the Messiah right now.
The whole Messiah? Like the 2.5 hour Messiah?
That's a bad idea. Why don't we just play the parts that everybody knows? Why don't we play those parts?
So just disregard all the practicing I did this morning to perform a 2.5 hour Messiah. Just the good parts.
Yeah, we're just gonna play the good parts. Okay, so we're just gonna play the good parts.
Just the good parts from the Messiah. Okay.
Nice. Bonus points if you caught the tradition in that piece, which is to stand when that's played.
Oh yeah.
Comes from when King stood at the original premiere of this piece. He thought it was so beautiful that he stood. Now, this brings up a point which we've touched on before a little bit on the show. So we've talked about Easter tomorrow. So this is Easter according to the new calendar.
By the way, if you stuck around with our show for long enough to remember last time we gave our Easter speech,
yeah, good on you.
Kudos.
I think
High care members.
So, right. So this is Easter new calendar, which is usually 2 weeks ahead of the old calendar. You'll remember some of our discussions around Christmas/Nativity. Christmas on the new calendar is on December 25th, but December 25th on the old calendar falls on our January 7th. So a similar thing happens with Easter, except that it's a little bit more complicated because old and new calendar folks determine when Easter is in different ways. It has something to do with the moon and equinox and the first Sunday after the 7th
Monday
day of the... Okay, so
the 30th month. Yeah.
Well, not really joke. That's actually true. So
exactly.
So new calendar, Easter, celebrated in most churches in the United States. Catholic Church is tomorrow. Old calendar, Easter is a month from now on May 2nd. So we'll be back with more Easter music on May 2nd. But if you're celebrating Easter tomorrow, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy spring. Today's also continuing
Easter.
Today is Passover. So we have some
Passover.
Some a song as well for Passover. If you're celebrating Passover, happy Passover. This was a celebration of the Israelites being led to freedom after a long period of enslavement under the Pharaohs by Moses. So this is a traditional...
If you didn't catch what Dacha just said, basically the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, and this Passover represents their being let free.
The 10th plague.
Yes.
And Moses. So here's a traditional Passover song called Dayenu, which means it would have been enough. All of these blessings that God gave, only one of them would have been enough, but he kept giving blessings. So this is Dayenu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Cool. Happy Passover. If you're celebrating Passover. Happy Easter. Happy spring. What time is it now?
It's time for jokes.
It's joke time! It's joke time! That's super exciting. Remember that at any point during the episode, you can write your answer to the riddle in the comments. Just a reminder of the riddle for today's episode. That question from Kay is...
In the state of Texas, what is it illegal to put on a cow? It's a true question.
It's not even a risk. It's a true.
Yeah.
This is a fact that this is illegal to put on a cow in Texas. So it's joke time. Did you hear about the guy who swapped the labels on the pumps at the gas station?
I don't know what.
It was an April Fools joke.
Oh, no, I get it because it was in April.
That's So if you don't know, Sava has written these jokes. I have never seen them before in my life. What do you get when you cross a rabbit with a shellfish?
A confused
This time
rabbit.
of year.
I don't know what.
An oyster bunny.
No, it was good.
I thought it was pretty
That
good.
was a
I
good
thought it was
joke.
okay. I thought it was okay. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
What do you call an Easter bunny the Monday after Easter?
I
Lapin.
don't know what.
Exhausted.
Yeah, I get it. After the Easter Bunny has flown over all the houses and delivered eggs to all the lawns.
It's completely exhausted.
Yeah.
Why was the Easter bunny upset?
Because it had to deliver eggs to all the lawns of the. I don't know what.
Sava's made a typo in the answer. He will now tell us. Why was the Easter bunny upset?
It was having a bad hair day. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What do you
Bunnies
call?
have hair.
Oh, and it's funnier when I tell them. What do you call a line of rabbits jumping backwards? I like this one. I like this one's good.
Confused. I don't know. What do you call a line of rabbits jumping backwards?
A receding hairline.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Oh well, okay. Studio audience thinks it's funny. In that case,
So you know, he's dropped a sink on us.
yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. Well, that was exciting. I think it's time
For some facts?
for some facts.
For
Let's
fun
okay,
facts.
some fun facts, and then we'll move on to our next piece.
Josh is gonna hit us with some fun facts.
The longest place name in the world. Sorry, the longest name.
Take your time.
For a place in this world, is the name for Bangkok, Thailand. Its official name is Bangkok, Thailand. Its other name is 167 letters long. And I will not try to say it, but it's 167 letters long. Here it is, written out.
The delivery of that fun fact was
That's
like
impressive.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, I
The
know.
fact itself was like pretty cool.
The Empire State Building in New York City was built with 10 million bricks.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, how many sig figs
to the
though?
brick.
Just one? It could have 101,499,000.
Okay. A coffin was once designed to look
Is
like
it 1 million with the decimal point exactly?
to look like a lobster. Well,
Oh, question.
Okay.
If the number 10 or was it 1 million? If the number 1 million is written out, how many sig figs do you have? Like if it's just ONEMILLION. Is that just considered one sig fig?
if it's written out, I don't know.
I think we need to consult an important person about that.
That's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. The tallest volcano on Mars.
Maybe that's how I can earn points back on my chem test. Just write out the number.
Anything would help. Anything would help. The tallest volcano on Mars, Olympus Mons, is about 17 miles high. There's also the tallest volcano in our solar system, and it is 84 times taller than the Eiffel Tower. That was like a triple fun fact.
Is the Eiffel Tower like a...
How did they measure things that were tall
Is-
before
is-
they invented the Eiffel Tower?
Is the Eiffel Tower part of the metric system?
Yes. Peanut butter can be converted into a diamond.
How?
I don't know. That's where the fun fact ends.
If you squish something enough, does it make anything into a
You
diamond?
burn it, get carbon.
If you burn it, you
You
get
get- if
carbon.
you burn it, you get
turn the
carbon.
carbon into diamond.
You squish the immense pressure over time.
If you
pressure over time is impulse. No. What? Maybe. No. That's
I wasn't
momentum.
paying complete attention, but I'm pretty sure what you said was not right. If you could travel the speed of light, you would never get older.
Because no one would be able to see you and no one would be able to tell whether or not you're older.
The oldest continuously standing tree on Earth is nearly 5,000 years old, about the same age as the pyramids of Egypt.
Well, continuously standing. Does
They,
that mean
what
it's-
if they built the
I'm talking-
pyramids on top of a tree, which would have been 5,001 years old at this point, and they just squashed it with
Hang
a
on, hang
pyramid?
It says longest standing. Does that mean that the tree
Yeah,
is
that's a
still
good
alive,
point.
or is
That's a
it
good
dead and they
point.
just propped it up?
No, it's still alive.
I think it's still alive, but that's.
I
a good
mean,
point.
longest standing. That's just. Does that just mean it is something that was at some point a tree and is still upright?
No, it's alive.
It's alive.
Listen, I'm not. A woman hand delivered a pizza from London, England, to Melbourne, Australia, a distance of 10,350 miles, or 16,657 kilometers. If you live in either one of those.
Here's the pizza for you. And
Your fingernails can take 6 months to grow from base to tip.
Yeah, I bet they could take a lot longer than that.
Messages from your brain travel along your nerves at up to how many miles an hour? Let's turn this into a quiz. How many miles an hour does a nerve signal travel?
I know the answer.
You do?
Yeah, 200.
Ah, he was looking at the book. He was looking. 200. It was 200 miles
yeah.
an hour, which is a lot of kilometers an hour. So, very good. Now it's time to continue a tradition.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the show. We are.
A long-standing
As you know.
tradition started many moons ago by the founder
It has
of
almost
To The
been
Beat,
standing longer than that tree.
by the founders of To The Beat, Dacha and Sava Thurber, who felt that the music by Bartok had merit for all musicians.
That's right.
So, without
So-
any further ado,
We've been working through the Bartok violin duets, of which there are 44. And today we're on 25 and 26 for this episode. So
split the book right into.
that's true. It comes in just because
44
Sava's comment didn't make much sense.
44
The-
divided by 2 is
This
25
edition
and
of the
26.
duets that we have is in 2 books. So we're playing the last one in the first book and the first one in the second book. So this is the second Hungarian song. This is number 25. And
Hungary is a country,
it's a
and
song.
this is a song that's...
from Hungary.
Yeah. Dash is going to start us off.
I was going to, and then well, I can't do it like that. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. Next.
Next, number 26. that
The revised edition was prepared with reference. Oh, sorry, wrong page. 26.
This one is teasing
the
song.
Spottlied in German.
So if you imagine what it's like to have ever been teased, Dacha has been teased a fair amount for a whole number of things. So this is supposed to be...
Oh. I have something. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, so before almost every piece of music, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna talk about this.
yeah.
So I was gonna talk about that.
I'll introduce it and you can talk about
You were talking about the teasing. You were almost done.
it. Well,
if I remember
linked
correctly.
with the teasing,
I was gonna talk about that.
I'll introduce you.
Oh,
and
you
can
introduced. Okay, then I talk about that. Okay.
As I said, okay. So before almost every piece of music, there's a little sort of
My
suggestion
turn yet?
given by
Okay. Just let me know when it's my turn. And then
there's a little suggestion given by the composer to sort of help out any of the musicians who are trying to perform. So it's it can be something like allegro, which means fast, or it can be vivace, which means lively, also fast, or it could be largo, which means slow. It's like if you were going to be reading a play, and it said something like
It's like a stage directions. Sorry, that's what you were gonna say.
it's like stage directions if you're reading a play. So this one has an interesting one, a little bit on the less common side. It's scherzando.
So this one has an interesting one, a little bit on the less common side. Scherzando, which means joking. It's joking. But which makes sense because it's a teasing song, so it's joking. So scherzando doesn't say anything like fast or slow or 116 beats per minute.
It
Like,
does say 160.
well, that comes after. But this word scherzando, that doesn't say. All it says is joking. So it's sort of up to the musician to decide. Well, what speed sounds the most joking? If you were to play it really fast, then it's not joking. Then it's like, it's like frantic. And if you were to play it really slow, it's like Sava's jokes. It's really boring. So
it's not jokes, it's just rhetorical questions.
yeah. So you gotta find a balance. So Bartok actually helps us out, and he writes a tempo, which is a quarter note equals 116 beats per minute. So we will play exactly that. But so this is a teasing song, Scherzando, number 26, first one of the second book. Very excited.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
You know what? It was pretty funny.
It was funnier than your jokes. Pretty low bar. But it was...
The bar's on the floor.
So that was fun. That was fun. Do you have anything else for us?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically, occasionally you go around talking. Right? Dacha does a lot of talking. Huge talker right here. Loves to talk.
Running my mouth.
Your words, not mine. Anyway, well, occasionally when you talk, you use.
I don't talk too much.
Occasionally when you
I
talk,
think I talk an appropriate amount.
you use figures of speech.
Figures of speech.
What, Dacha? What's a figure of speech? Great. And a lot of the time, those figures of speech are based off of something else. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn you all a couple things.
A thing or two.
A thing or two. Because I've seen a thing or two. Not sponsored. All right, so basically,
I don't get it.
here's the first saying, is to get fired.
Get fired.
This came from a while ago in England when miners were working in the mine. Occasionally, they'd be a little bit, they'd break the rules and they'd steal some of the valuable materials that they were mining. Oh. And sometimes they'd even steal tools for themselves. And obviously, this was frowned upon because it costs companies money and it's disrespectful and that's not what you sign in your contract.
Okay.
Even though they probably didn't use contracts. Whatever.
Well.
Basically, to get fired comes from the disciplinary response to those actions when whoever's sort of
The offending party.
yes, the offending party's tools would be burned in front of everyone else to sort of discourage any of that behavior in the future. So to get fired literally means I'm going to set your tools on fire so that you can no longer work and you have to go find another job.
Wow. Okay.
Similar to that is to get the sack.
No.
Oh. Wait, I don't get it.
I'm waiting for you to explain it to me.
I know, but why is it funny?
I'm just
okay.
The hole of knowledge in my mind. The vacancy of knowledge in my mind is just dramatically funny.
Anyway, before that gets weirder.
What?
To get the sack means
just tell me what it means.
means to lose your job. Also known as get fired. Anyway, to get the sack though derives from a time when tradesmen traveled from place to place looking for work. They generally owned their own tools and carried them around in a large sack, like you sometimes see in cartoons in Tom and Jerry with the stick that they hold over their shoulder with the sack on it. Work was often irregular, so the tradesman never knew. The employer. Hang on.
Sava's very well prepared, exceedingly well prepared for
I
this.
don't know. I memorized the first one.
He's about
At the start of any given job, they would hand over their sack to their employer to look after.
Oh, I get it.
Here's my sack. The employer would keep the sack for the duration of the tradesman's employment. If the tradesman's services were no longer required and he was dismissed from the job, their employer would...
He or she. They were dismissed from the job.
That's true. Well, the tradesman. Tradesperson. The tradesperson's services were no longer required and the tradesperson was dismissed from their job. The employer would give them the sack back.
They would give them back their things, their belongings.
I no longer need you. Here's your sack back.
Have your sack. Okay, thank you. Now, okay, so it's time for a safety PSA before we wrap it up the classic way.
Oh, yeah?
Today's safety PSA focuses on vaccines. Now, in the great state of New Hampshire, anybody who
Live free or die. Except when you get a vaccine. Then you can live free and be healthy.
Or we're just going to forget about that.
No,
So-
wait. Live free and die.
Yeah, okay, well, we're just going to sum it. Okay. So, in the great state of New Hampshire, anybody who is 16 years old or older is now eligible to sign up for a vaccine. You go to vaccines.nh.gov and it will just follow the steps. It's pretty simple and it's super fun. And you get a sweet Band-Aid and a nice card afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
It's sort of like the CDC giving you a thank you card. Because
Yeah, and the whole rest of the world is going to give you a thank you card. Why?
That's
Because
right.
getting vaccines is cool, and only cool kids get vaccines.
So, we actually have done an experiment.
Oh, yeah?
Sam and I have both gotten a first dose of that vaccine, and we're still here.
Because, well, you just said it opens up for 16, but we've already gotten it. Because we qualify as Group 2A, because we're employed at a child care facility,
Summer
aka
camp.
a summer camp. So
Go
there you
Camp Belknap. So
We didn't sneak up in the line and steal someone's vaccine. We were
now, but as of 2 days ago, everybody 16 and older in the state of New Hampshire is eligible to get a vaccine. And in other states, they have been eligible. They are eligible. They very soon will be eligible. So, but we're still here. The vaccine is awesome and it's lots of fun. And
the people
everybody-
are very nice.
everybody who can should get a vaccine. And also continue to wear their masks and wash their hands. And if you're wondering how long to wash your hands for, that's pretty simple. We got a pretty simple answer for you. The exact amount of time it takes us to play this song. Here we go.
Oh, it's his pocket sing.
Nice. Your hands are clean now. If you use hot water, not the soap. Thanks for
Soap?
joining us. We'll see you next time. Woo! Signing off for now.